Hey, welcome. This is Soph,
This is Rich.
and we are from across
Across
the
the
pond.
pond.
So what's
Rich.
going on, Soph? How was your week? We made it.
I know, right? Another week. And I'm not going to lie. I've got alcohol. But
Guess what? I got some too.
got a good
Cheers.
one. Cheers, my love. It's been a week. We are back on
Yes.
lockdown. National full lockdown is here.
Okay.
To leave the house well, you've got to work from home if you can. If you can't, you're only allowed to leave the house to go to work. Kids are still at school. You can go to the grocery store, supermarket, and to go to the park to get exercise. Basically, that's it.
So you're saying that your whole town's on lockdown?
Country, babe. Country.
Or the whole country's on lockdown.
National,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. It's been a rough week. We've had the election. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, because people have been messaging, asking questions about this election, and out of us, you are the only person that can answer those.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to it. But something that they haven't really been talking to, but maybe the last couple of days, is that the coronavirus has been spiking crazy. I'm talking about.
Are you going to go back on lockdown?
You know what? There's a lot of predictions on what happens when we get a new president. We don't know if then whoever becomes the new president, if they're going to lock it down again, or they're just going to do mask mandates. We don't know yet. So we're kind of like at a standstill right now. But as we're on this standstill, the coronavirus here is wreaking havoc. So that's what we got going on. Am I looking forward to a lockdown? For me, because of my job, I'm considered an essential worker. So
it's not really going to make no difference to you.
It ain't gonna make no difference for me because I worked through this pandemic. Thank you, the man upstairs has been keeping me safe and out of that whole corona infectious stage. But yeah, it's gonna get crazy, and I think it's gonna get even worse as the flu season comes upon us. Yeah, so that's our week in a nutshell. Work.
Well, on corona. Come on, big topic.
Big topic.
Yeah.
Election time.
You haven't got a president yet. You haven't got a president.
We haven't had a president yet. It is crazy. The election was Tuesday the 3rd. I placed my vote.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I am in this battleground state of Pennsylvania where everybody is watching. Like, I've never watched this much news in my life. Like, I literally go to sleep, and then when I wake up, before I even brush my teeth, I'm turning on to see, praying my fingers, who's the president.
Must be serious if you don't even brush your teeth first, right? Jeez.
Well, you gotta do your morning,
Okay, I got one question for you, right? There seems to be a hold up because they're waiting. Every time I look at the news, they're like, so many percentage of votes are in from this state, that state, or whatever. What's taking so long for them to count them?
Well, to be honest, this is because of the coronavirus, this is the first time that we've had this many mail-in ballots. And this is what they said from the beginning, that because of such a large volume of mail-in ballots, that this is how it's going to come. That's how, you ever wait for a mail or a parcel or a package?
Oh yes, I've waited for a parcel.
And you think it's gonna come a certain day, and it doesn't, and then next thing you know, and I think that's what's going on. It's they're all starting to trickle in little by little, but they're coming in big droves. So that's
have they said there's a cutoff then? Say, like, what day is it today? Friday. So by Sunday, any more that haven't come in, that's it, done, or what?
To be honest with you, I was just watching the news, and they're saying that Arizona will probably still be counting through the weekend.
So it's not.
Pennsylvania is just about done. I'm looking at the news right now. Pennsylvania is just about done. Georgia's just about done. Arizona and Nevada, I don't know. They playing games. They're just.
Hold on. You said George is almost done. Who's George?
No, Georgia. It's a.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's a state, Georgia.
I know.
Yeah. Not George, Georgia. Yeah. So the thing of it is, but this is the craziest part though, and it's been a turn of events, and this is what's going on. Our current president is upset.
Right.
He is really upset. He was banking on like a total like annihilation of Biden, which by him telling his supporters and other people not to do mail-in ballots, just go straight to the polls, go straight to the polls. A lot of people, because of the coronavirus, have chose to do mail-in ballots. So in the beginning, he was leading in a lot of these battleground states. And now that the mail-in ballots are coming in, Biden is starting to take a lead, and they're just, I mean, right now, it's 253 Biden, and it's 213, our current president, and they're saying hopefully by the end of the weekend we will find out who is our president.
So basically, by Sunday's show, you could have a president.
I could have a president.
Get in. All honesty, I've asked you this question every show so far. Granted, this is only our third, but who do you think is going to win? Not who do you want to win, who do you think is going to win?
Well, I'm not going to speak on who I want to win, but I must say right now it's looking like Biden's going to win hands down.
Okay.
Yeah, hands down.
Granddad Biden is good. And what's his name again, sorry?
Joe Biden. Thank you very much. And you know what? I ain't scared. I hope Biden wins. That's what. Yeah, that's who I want. I want Biden to win. Pack this dude up and get out of here.
Yes, bro. Get him out.
And let me just be a devil's advocate when it comes to Trump supporters. If you happen to be watching,
oh yeah,
not all Trump supporters. Let me just clear the air here. Not all Trump supporters are racist. Not all Trump supporters are, against blacks. I just feel like the ones who are, and the ones that are out here waving their flags and causing all kind of drama, they're making you guys look bad. Politics is politics at the end of the day.
And I will reiterate again that these shows are just our opinion. My opinion, your opinion. We can't speak for the nation, for the world, whatever. We can just give our opinion.
So my thing is that
you're probably going to upset some people because you know in life you can't please everybody all the time, right? I would like to say we don't give a shit, but we don't. If you don't want to listen, don't subscribe, don't like, even leave us a comment if you want,
Yeah. I just believe
our opinion.
That everybody, this what makes the world go round. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their views. If you're a Trump supporter, by all means, hey man, I'm not mad at you. But the thing of it is me being a minority and watching what has been going on these last few 8 or 9 months, a lot of Trump supporters are looking at this in the wrong different light and making the Trump supporters that are just actually just here just to support, they feel as though Trump's views or this or that, they're making them look bad. So I had talked to a Trump supporter last week from California, and she was happy that she got a chance to like really speak her mind. She says, because the minute you say you're a Trump supporter, they automatically think you're a racist or you don't like black people. And she says, my daughter's in the military and she's married to a black man. You know what I mean? I feel bad for the whole, she's for the Black Lives Matter, movement and, everything else. She just likes Trump for some odd reason. She just likes what she thought he would going to bring something different to the table because he's a businessman and not a politician. So that being said, it is what it is. And
you like who you like. Everybody's got their reasons. I personally think he's a prat, but that's just me. I mean, when you watch an interview with him saying, like with him and his daughter, I can't remember who the talk show host was, but he literally sat there and said, if she wasn't my daughter, I'd have married her because she's gorgeous, you know. And the TV presenter said, "Oh, what have you two got in common?" And he said, "Oh, I'd like to say sex, but I better not." Why would you say that on national telly about your daughter? It's just gross. You know, he's got no respect for women whatsoever.
Some people want to look past that. Some people want to look past that. And
how could you imagine if that was your daughter? You know what I mean? It's just, well, I don't get it. So personally, I think he's a prat. He needs to go.
Yeah. Me personally, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Whoever's going to be president, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I've been preaching this from day one. I
preach it, sister. Preach it.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He's a businessman, and in the beginning, you know, I didn't vote for him, but in the beginning, he did what normal business man or woman do. They surround themselves with people who know what they're doing, and you just sit back, because a president, to me, is just a spokesperson for the world, for America. And the Senate and the House, he makes up some rules, he throws it to the Senate, gives it to the House, they either yay or nay it. But then I think what happens is, I think his how can I put it?
Don't swear.
His own, yeah. I think his own personality. Because me, first of all, I don't think he's a people person. I think he's more or less about him. I think he's a very selfish man. And like I told that lady, if he'd have handled certain stuff the way a person who is empathetic and sympathize with other human beings, I think he would have had another run at it. I think, for me, he would have had another run at it. But
for me, the one thing that the only one thing I can think of that he's done, he has just basically proven, if you have a dream, you can be whatever you want. He was a businessman. He's gone from being a businessman to being the president of the United States. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you could run for president if you wanted. You know, if your dream's big enough, you can achieve anything. That's proof in that. Just so happens that, unfortunately, he is a prat.
Yeah, well, to each his own. You know, I wish.
Well, I'm raising a glass to old Joe Biden. Come on, Joe.
Yeah, Sleepy Joe. Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on to the next.
Let's move on. Mm-mm.
I had this dream this week, right?
Oh, hold on. I want to know if you watched any films this week.
Oh, yes, by the way.
Because I watched the film that you recommended after your first disaster of a recommendation, got 0 out of 5. I watched The Lie.
What did you think?
Well,
what did you think? Be honest. What did you think?
Okay, I'd give it a 4 out of 5, mainly because the ending. Oh, it's really hard to talk about it without giving too much away, but the ending isn't what I thought. All I will say is that daughter is a bitch who needs a good slap. My mum's told me off for swearing on the show, so I'm trying to watch my language. But that daughter, the main squeeze of the show, she was my daughter.
Main character? Yeah.
Sorry, social services, if you're watching. You know.
I was giving a movie by you, an English movie called The Mean Machine.
Oh yeah, with Vinnie Jones. Good old Vin.
Vinnie Jones, which I happen to like Vinnie Jones. He's been in a lot of action movies. Actually, I've seen him in a recent movie where he's a bad guy called Retaliation.
He only ever plays bad guys, to be fair.
I know, but he fits it though. But this movie, though, I say 5 minutes into it, all I kept thinking was, and you American folks know what I'm talking about, The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds, and then the remake with Adam Sandler. And it's the same. I have to say it's the same.
Basically, you're saying it's a poor English version of an American film.
Yes. And I hate to say it, but The Longest Yard was made way before The Mean Machine.
Okay, so what would you rate The Mean Machine out of 5?
Ooh.
Honestly, come on now.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, because I mean it was good. It was good television. It was entertaining. If I would have never saw The Longest Yard, I would probably give it a 3. out of 5.
Okay, well, I'll take a 3 because at least it's not a -1 like your recommendation. So your first recommendation.
Well, I mean,
So I feel like I haven't let. I'm still in the lead at the minute. I haven't let my side down. I'm still up there.
I'm just gonna say though, I just gave you a movie to redeem myself, and just for the record, while we're on here, did I somewhat redeem myself though?
You did. I will give you that one. You did. You did redeem yourself from that
That's
absolute
all.
tripe.
That's all I want to hear. Case closed.
But
That's
do
all I
you
want to
know
hear.
how long it took me to find a movie to suggest to you that you hadn't seen? I mean,
Yes,
this guy has watched literally every single film going. Like some films that even made yet or out. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. It took an age. Even English films, I've seen it. Oh yeah, what does the front cover look like? I don't think I've seen it. Oh, actually, I have seen it.
Well, I told you from the jump. That's my thing. That's my hobby.
I know, but how am I supposed to give you recommendations if you've already seen them? I'm still trawling through to find one for you for next week. I've got till Sunday to try and find one that you haven't seen.
To stump me on? I know. I'm telling you, if I had one dream job, I would probably be like, Siskel and Ebert. I love watching movies, and I'm telling you,
You'd be like who?
Siskel and Ebert are movie critics here. They're famous movie critics here. I don't think they're around anymore.
Siskel and Ebert.
Siskel and Ebert, yes. They used to have this show here in America where I think it would be like, I don't know, a Friday night, I think, or a Sunday. And what they would do is they would critique movies, just them two. They'd be sitting in like a theater.
Well, why don't you contact the channel? We can take their spot. There's 2 of us. There was 2 of them. We like movies. Come on.
Look, I would love it. I would love it.
But let's do it. What channel's it on?
It's not on anymore, sweetie.
No, what channel was it on?
I couldn't tell you. I was like a kid when it was on.
Oh, yeah, that was years ago. What, 50 what years ago?
You see this? You see this, people? I gave her the look of death.
Ooh. Okay, so I've got till Sunday to find you another movie to watch next week.
Well, I have a movie for you to watch right now.
I'm not a quitter, so I will keep going until I find one. What have I got to watch? I'm going to write it down. I've got my trusty pen. What is the movie?
The 40th year-old version.
Virgin?
Version.
The 40th year-old version.
Yep. You're going to love it. That's all I'm going to say. It's on Netflix, people. And
it's on Netflix, people. Please watch it with me. The 40th year-old version. Version of what?
You're going to have to watch the movie.
If anyone wants to watch The Lie, please do comment underneath any of our episodes. We would love to know what you think. Rich finally redeemed himself.
Thank you.
If anyone's watched The Mean Machine or any of the other films he said it's like, Adam Sandler, Burt Reynolds.
The Longest Yard. If you watch The Longest Yard, then Mean Machine is what you're watching.
And if any of you have got any movie suggestions, please put them in the comments, because if he hasn't seen them, I will be forever grateful. Team Soph, we need to find films he hasn't seen.
There's a movie that's coming out tonight I can't wait to see with Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner? God, he must be dragging on a bit now.
Oh, I love him. I think he found his niche. I mean, not to say that he ain't a great actor, but he found his niche, man. And I love watching actors progress. Like, he was the man back in the day, but now that he's older, you know what I mean? I love when actors find roles that where like it fits them, it fits their age.
Okay, what's it called? What's it called? The one
it's called Let Him Go. Oh, I can't wait.
And what's it coming on the telly or in the cinema or
it's
what?
In the theaters. It's supposed to be in the theaters today, coming out in the theaters today.
And
then you know what? I don't know if any theaters are open. Maybe in certain areas. I don't know.
You know what? In fact, some of our cinemas have completely gone. Cineworld, the chain, the whole chain of cinemas gone.
Yeah, so I'm telling you right now, whoever wants to invest in drive-in theaters, all you gotta do is hit that bell.
Listen, if you've got business ideas, stop giving them away. This is the first of many. We're like partners now. We could be on to the next big thing. Come on, man.
Sorry. Don't
Don't,
steal.
he totally made that up. Don't drive in cinemas. Who wants to go there?
Who wants to go there? Ah, now can I talk about my dream now?
Oh yes, you had a dream. Was I in it?
Unfortunately, part way, but
Ooh.
it was
Did I?
clean.
At least I had a role. Come on.
Yeah, it was clean. What I was thinking, I had a dream about what we can discuss because of course, you're across the pond, and I had a dream about old classic cartoons. Did you watch
Ooh.
cartoons as a kid?
Listen, our cartoons. I mean, you're not that much older than me. I know you wouldn't think it to look at my youthful face, but
Yes, yes.
um,
My birthday month. Thank you very much.
if my birthday month's the one after, thank you. Um, we had the best cartoons. Kids nowadays, absolutely shockingly shite. Let's be fair.
I
Half
tell
of
you,
them don't even speak a
totally,
proper language.
I totally agree because you know why? Our cartoons back then were classic cartoons. Like they're classic cartoons now. And
Mm-hmm.
you know what I don't see anymore in cartoons? Remember the little things they had at the end of the cartoons? Like the little
Narrative.
social, like, oh, this topic was on, this episode was on sharing, and what I mean? Like G.I. Joe would have like something on like, you know, um, confidence or something like that. And it'd be like, and learning is, half the battle. You know what I mean? It'd be
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Like they would throw little like innuendos in there.
Educational, you mean?
Yeah, little
Educational.
tidbits like, like He-Man would have something, Orko would
Oh
come
my
out and be
god,
like,
I loved He-Man.
you know what I
And
mean? Man,
She-Ra,
Orko would
his
come out at the
girlfriend.
end.
She was the
Boy, they don't have that anymore. My son used to watch a cartoon where the cartoon character had no pants and he would walk around
what was
and
that
his
called?
bottom half would be blurred out. I couldn't remember because I
Whoa
was just
there. The
like,
bottom half
he
is
walking
blurred
around?
out.
Yeah, like he had no pants. He just
Winnie the
walked
Pooh ain't
around.
got any pants on, but they don't blur him out. He just has that little red
Exactly.
t-shirt.
So if you're blurring them out, what does that tell you?
Well, that would tell me I ain't letting my child watch that cartoon. So your
Exactly.
son's
So I couldn't
lucky.
tell you. I just happened to be walking by and was like, yo, man, what is that? Oh man, this is what was it? Adventure Time.
Adventure Time with blurred
Yeah.
out midriff.
I don't know what. Yeah, hey, check this out. He loved that cartoon. I was just like, this cartoon is boring and weird.
That's definitely an American thing. We don't have that here.
So I'm gonna list off some cartoons. And you tell me.
Okay, don't go too quickly because I might get excited if they was really good ones.
Okay.
You mean you want to know if we had the same?
If we had the same, and if we didn't have the same, you can yell off some cartoons that you guys had that we probably didn't have.
Okay. And then if
Okay?
anyone else thinks of any that we don't, either from your end or my end, comment.
First we're gonna go off with He-Man, which you just got us super excited, and She-Ra.
He was the master of the universe.
Yes, and he had a twin sister named She-Ra.
There you go. I always thought she was his girlfriend.
No, it was his twin sister.
Really? Why did I think it was his
What?
girlfriend?
No.
And who was the baddie? Skeletor.
Skeletor.
And he rode around on a tiger, right?
Nope, he grew on a purple panther. He-Man rode on Battle Cat, aka Cringer. Boy, talking. Yo, they was dope. That was dope. That was the dopest cartoon. And I'm gonna tell you, when you poor, I had a friend. We used to all come out with our little He-Man toys, and I think it was one Christmas, he came out there with that. What's that? It was Castle Grayskull.
Oh.
And then he had Snake Mountain, and I'm gonna tell you how Snake Mountain was. The snake was a microphone. Oh man, we was at his house every day. We was at his house every day. Like, yo,
karaoke.
Bring out Snake Mountain, bro. Bring out Snake Mountain.
Well, I had a waterfall one year, which was I don't know why, but it was to do with She-Ra, and you used to be able to put water in the back, and it would spurt out like it was a waterfall. A shower. But I was never actually allowed to put water in it. My mum was so strict; she didn't want it on her carpet or to mess anything, so I was never allowed to actually put
We just
water.
had the He-Man toys. I think we had uh Castle Grayskull. I think if I can recall, but that
I
Snake
would
Mountain
actually
though,
love to know who
with the
invented He-Man,
microphone.
why they gave him that haircut. He had like a bob, right? Why would you put that on a man?
Hey, look, I don't know if it was like the 60s or 70s. I don't know. They was doing a whole bunch of psychedelic stuff. I don't
Mm.
know. He
But
wore
no,
skirts
He-Man
too.
was a definite hit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get into some real stuff. Thundercats. Did you have that?
Oh, loved Thundercats. Loved it.
Do you know the theme song?
Go on, you.
Thunder, thunder, Thundercats.
Ah!
Oh, let me find
And the
out. Let
sign
me
goes up.
find out. Let me find out. Thundera. Oh, that used to be so dope. Who was the villain in that? Mumra.
Mumra. He was
Yeah,
actually
buddy.
quite scary, to be fair.
But you know what? To be fair, when I was older, I didn't realize that Lionel was actually a kid in a grown man's body.
What?
Yeah, because I got the box set because I'm a nerd, but I watched the very first episode, right? And they were escaping from Thundera, I guess, and he was a little kid. Then they put him in these time capsules and they crashed down onto that planet.
Yeah.
And when he everybody else stayed the same except for him, which was weird. And then like he kind of like became an adult, but he was in the beginning he was kind of like still like an adolescence in the mind. Isn't
The
that
little
weird?
the little cat thing was called Snarf, right?
Yeah, Snarf.
I used
Yeah.
to think
And
he
you
was
know
very
what
cute.
Snarf's job was?
God, I'll probably get it wrong. I thought She-Ra was He-Man's girlfriend, so I don't even want to
Yeah.
guess.
He was Lion-O's nanny.
The kid trapped in an adult's body?
Yep. He was actually Lion-O's nanny. He was supposed to be taking care of Lion-O because he was supposed to be a kid. And then when he landed on that planet, there was like really no use for Snarf. He
Boy,
was
you're
just
going
just
deep.
part of the
You're
show.
going deep into the
Oh yeah, I
Thundercats
went
now.
deep. I went deep. All right. Now, did y'all have Silverhawks? Silverhawks?
Silverhawks. What's that? Is that the one who had the strength of a bear and the
Ooh, no, you know who that was? I'm gonna tell you who that was. That was Brave Star.
Yes! Brave Star. What does he have? The strength of a bear, something of a tiger, and something of an eagle. Is that right?
And a panther. Yeah, 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 yeah. And he had his horse.
What was his horse called?
Oh, I don't know.
Jeez.
But I know the horse would turn into like a part man or robot, and
Oh yeah,
his
he was
his rifle was
badass,
called
man.
Sarah Jane. I know that.
He was badass. I liked him. He used to be on a weekday in the afternoon.
And you know the same creators that made He-Man made Brave Star.
Get in.
Yeah.
We are very educational today. I'm loving it.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. But sorry, that's
About
not the one you were going to say. What were you saying?
Silverhawks. To
What was that
me,
about?
Silverhawks was like right in the same line of like Thundercats, but they were like in space and they all had like certain unique.
Did they look like mice or rats or something?
No, no, no. They looked like people, but they were made out of metal and stuff, and they could fly and all kinds of stuff.
That's not ringing
Had
no
like a
bells for me.
leader. Yeah, it was pretty dope.
But there was
All
one
right.
that had mice that went into space. They were like a superhero type mice.
What, Mighty Mouse?
No, I'm going to have to Google it at some point and find out what they're called. Or maybe
Okay.
one was just a mouse, I don't know, or a rat.
I know Mighty Mouse was like Superman.
I
But
like Mighty Mouse.
So y'all did have Mighty Mouse?
Yeah.
Okay, well then check this out. Did y'all have G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
Transformers.
Love that, yeah.
Okay, who was your favorite Transformer?
I want to say Bumblebee.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, I like the
Optimus Prime.
Dinobots.
You were who?
I like Dinobots.
Did you
The
have the
dinosaurs.
toys?
Yeah, the dinosaurs, and then they would all come together and turn into a Destructicon. That was my joint. That was my joint.
You're going way like
Lockjaw, that
technical
was my
now.
boy, man. Lockjaw was my boy.
Lockjaw?
Yeah, he was the T-Rex. They named him Lockjaw.
Nice.
Now we're gonna get into some real old ones.
Oh,
Did
Jesus.
you remember the snorkels?
What do they
They
look
lived
like?
under the sea. They were like the same. They were like a Smurf version. They were like a Smurf version of.
It's
They were like
ringing
a
a
version of the
bell.
Smurfs. They
It's
lived underwater and stuff, and they had like these things and
on the okay.
on their
It's
head.
ringing a
And
bell. I wouldn't probably say it was one of my favourites because I can't remember too much about it.
Smurfs.
Yeah, I love the Smurfs.
Not
Papa
love.
Smurf. He was my favourite.
I like Angry Smurf. That was my boy.
What was the chick
And
Smurf called?
who?
The lady Smurf. There was only one lady
Smurfette.
Smurf.
Smurfette.
Why was there only? See now, was she a bit of a hoe? Do you think there's one lady amongst all those guys, or she just had her pick of the bunch?
I don't know.
I mean, and what if none of them liked
She
blondes?
was like the. You know what? I just realized that she was like the only female, huh?
I know, right?
Until like later on, but then later on there was like a little female, but she was like a kid.
Yeah, she was a
So
baby.
So was that Smurfette's baby?
Don't know. Who else is going to have had the baby? Must have been.
Shit, I don't know. How about this? Did y'all have the Jetsons?
Yeah.
I did like the Jetsons. Flintstones.
Yeah, I liked the Flintstones. That used to be.
Now, did y'all have the Get Along Gang?
The Whomies?
The Get Along Gang?
Did they get along?
It was a cartoon called the Get Along Gang.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Did they get along?
So that means no.
No.
They had this big moose head dude. I thought that cartoon, but I was real young when that came out though. But I really did like the Get Along.
That's before my time.
That was. I heard that. I heard that one. Also, we got Babar.
Babar, the elephant.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Babar, ain't it? Ain't it Babar?
Babar, the elephant. We used to have books. The show. Yeah.
How about this? The Bernstein Bears, since we're talking about cartoons that was books.
The what?
The Bernstein Bears. You didn't have them?
Bernstein Bears, no.
Mm-hmm. They was right on the same level as Babar. They were bears. They were like hillbillies.
No. What, in books or a cartoon?
Books and a cartoon. Mm-hmm.
It's not ringing any bells.
That was a good book, actually. That's what I'm saying. Today's cartoons is whack.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of today's cartoon that is like really popular that I would actually like.
Okay, really the ones that are popular here at the minute, and I only know this because I have a son, are Peppa Pig. She is an annoying little weasel. She's so annoying. Spoilt little brat. And she's got a brother called George who cries at everything for no reason. And he just goes around all the time saying, no, no. And I'm like, give that kid a... Sorry, social. Paw Patrol, do you have that?
Yeah, we have Paw Patrol. But my kids are grown. But I remember that, though.
And Blaze and the Monster Machines, do you have that?
We have that, yes.
What else is there? Teletubbies. I mean, how absolute atrocious.
I hated the Teletubbies. You know who else I really hated? I hated Barney. And I'm gonna tell you, when my son was young, my son will be 21 in February. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you know what his favorite child cartoon was? And it drove me crazy. Blue's Clues.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I hated that cartoon.
Watch Bear in the Big Blue House. There was like a big bear, and then he at the end of every one he'd go and talk to the moon.
Oh no, I don't know.
Oh my God, that was
Did y'all have Clifford the Big Red Dog?
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah, it was like a giant ass dog. Oh man, that was my cartoon. And well, it was books. And then like when my son was coming up, they kind of made it into like a cartoon. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm giving you a cartoon now.
Or the boy with the purple crayon.
No, there was. We had Penny Crayon. She used to draw stuff, and it would come to life.
Well, that was like the boy with the purple crayon. He would go to sleep at night, and
So
then he
you
would
had the
wake up.
male version of our female version, Penny Crayon, but
Probably
she could use
so.
any color, not just purple. So ours was
Well,
bright.
see, he had a purple crayon, and he would draw it, and then it would come to life.
Well, she had a whole palette of every color, and she would draw, and it would come to life.
Okay. Well, how about this? Since we talking about female cartoon, did y'all have Jim and the holograms?
It's ringing a bell. I'm probably getting it mixed up with that chick who had a unicorn with what's her name? Starbright. Is it Starbright?
Starbright. Oh
Yeah.
snap! Yeah, that's kind of dope. But Jim and
I
the
had
holograms.
I had the toys of that.
Well, I ain't had no toys of it, but they made a movie of it, and it was kind of like they were in a rock band or whatever.
They always go over the top. What have they got to make a movie for? Anyway, you've got to have this cartoon. If you don't, I think I'm gonna have to find someone else to do the show with because it was the bomb.
What is that?
Inspector Gadget.
Oh, of course. What?
Go Gadget, go! I love that. What was the? Hold on. The chick was called Penny. What was her dog called?
Shit.
If anybody knows dog was
that,
called shit. That's a bit rude.
Put that down the bottom because I know the dog was cold though. He was bailing them all out actually.
And there was that hand thing at the end that would always say, "I'll get you next time, Gadget."
With that nasty cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bug me about
hold on. I'm about to stump you right now. Did y'all have Monchichis?
What?
They were called Monchichis. They were like little monkeys in t-shirts. Those joints was cold. And then they came out with these little Monchichi dolls, and you would all they did was you can put your thumb in their mouth. It was weird. We had a girl on our block. She had a bunch of them bad boys.
What happened if you put their thumb in your mouth?
No, in their mouth, not your mouth. Okay,
what happened if you put your thumb in their mouth?
Not your thumb, their thumb. It was an animal, and they would have their thumb in their mouth, and they would like connect through their arms or tails or however. But it was like a girl show. That's definitely some
weird American thing going on there.
Yeah, it was a girl show.
Which you happen to love by the sound of it.
Yeah, I did like Monchichis. It came on I think it came on like Sundays before I went to church. So
wasn't too many cartoons. You need to go to church after watching that. Jesus.
Yeah, probably. Let me see what else. Oh, okay. We're gonna get back to the 80s here. Chip and Dale and the Rescue Rangers.
Chip and Dale. Gotta love a bit of Chip and Dale.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you another. I'm gonna stump you on another one. Now, if you don't know what this one is, I might have to find another co-host so you can go on a holiday.
I might go on a vacation instead.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears, bouncing here and there and everywhere. Oh my God, I love them. I used to always want to drink gummy juice so that I could bounce around.
Oh man, when I used to get off of school and watch that, me and my brother used to watch that like it was going on style.
You could buy a packet of little jelly sweets, gummy bear sweets, just jelly bears they were.
Yeah, we have those. Yeah, we got.
What about? Oh my God, you must have had this one because it is got to be the best, if not in the top 3, the top number 1. Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock actually wasn't a cartoon.
Well, it doesn't matter.
But we did have Fraggle Rock, yo.
It was a kids program.
Yeah, it was dope. I ain't gonna front.
Fraggle Rock.
Down the Fraggle Rock.
Yes, I really liked the dog in the lighthouse.
Okay, you know what? What did they used to eat on? They used to eat these crystal thingies. I can't think of what they were called. Because they were always mining in the caves for it.
I feel like you put me on the spot.
Maybe it was Fraggle Rock. I don't know. Maybe it was Fraggle Rock.
Maybe it was.
Maybe it was some type of
show.
Oh yeah, that show was dope. I ain't going front. But okay, then since you're gonna go there, have y'all had Reading Rainbow?
Reading Rainbow.
It's in a book. Take a look. It's Reading Rainbow. You can't do anything. Take a look. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. Reading Rainbow. Yo, That was my show right there.
I take it they read books.
And then they had like little projects and stuff. And the dude played on Star Trek and he played in Roots. I can't think of the guy's name.
We had a show called Rainbow. It was like 3 puppets, Zippy, George, and Bungle. And
wait. Since you was laughing at me with my little theme song, what was the character's names again?
Zippy, George, and Bungle.
Zippy, George, and Bungo?
No, Bungle.
Bungle?
Yeah.
Bungle. Okay, see? Paybacks.
Yeah.
You was laughing at me. I guess they read books. Yeah, it's Reading Rainbow. See, they don't have stuff like that no more for these kids, man. Especially like during this pandemic. You know, you would think they would have like more educational shows.
To be fair, Alfie's managed to find something called Alpha Blocks, which is basically a spelling program, where these little cartoon blocks make up words and stuff. So I suppose if you know they're there. But I mean, we used to have things like Play Days and Play Bus, where they was literally just educational, you know. But yeah, you're right. They don't have things like that these days.
Well, we had the Sweet Pickle Bus. Did y'all have that?
Sweet Pickle Bus.
It was this. Well, it was like a learning program. Like if you was like had a. I think it was just books, but they had like a little commercial that like I ain't even going front. I wanted the Sweet Pickle Bus to come to my house.
Would it give you some sweet pickles if it did?
No, they would give you books to read. Like educational stuff. They don't have none of that no more.
What about must be other than educational ones. What about Super Ted? Did you have that?
Yeah. What?
Super Ted and Spotty.
Yeah, I love Super Ted. Did y'all have Underdog?
Underdog.
Did you have Karate Cat?
Yeah. Did you have Top Cat?
Top Cat, yeah. Did y'all have Snagglepuss? Forgive me, Ethan. this is Snagglepuss.
Rings a bell, but
Snagglepuss, baby. Forgive me, Ethan.
Maybe that was before. Did you have Willow and the Wisp?
No.
Oh, that was cute.
I'm gonna tell you right now, for a boy cartoon, it used to come on like right in the afternoon. It was probably like one of the last cartoons before you went outside to play, and that was called Dungeons and Dragons. What?
Yes, loved that.
What? I love that cartoon. When they snatched them off for like high school and they went back into medieval time, they had dragons, and then they had that little bald-headed dude with the like
that
white.
That was a classic.
Oh man, that was dope.
Did you have Banana Man?
You know what? I think Banana Man's a little before my time, but I do it sounds.
How could it be before your time when you're older than me?
Well, maybe it was after my time.
The guy's name was Eric, and if he ate a banana, he would turn into a Banana Man.
He'd turn into a Banana Man.
Yeah, you know, like Superman or Spider-Man, he would be Banana Man. He'd like a superhero.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, maybe you should YouTube him. When Eric eats a banana, then it's
Banana Man.
No, banana, not banana. Banana. Banana Man.
Banana.
Banana Man.
Banana. Okay. All right, here we go. How about DuckTales?
Woo! Yeah. Old Scrooge, who used to dive into his money.
And then he used to have what was
Did he have nephews?
Mighty Duck. And you know what his secret word was for him to turn into Mighty Duck?
Hello?
Blabbering blabberskites. I can't believe I remember that. He turned into Mighty Duck. It was like a robot. Oh, that shit was crazy. How about Space Ghost?
Space Ghost? No way. Never heard of that.
Oh man! And then we had Thundara the Barbarian, and that was kind of. Did y'all have Johnny Quest?
We had Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Are they the same Johnny?
No.
Did you have the raccoons?
We did have the raccoons.
With Cyril Sneer?
We had the raccoons. How
Who's
about
that?
this though? How about this though? Did y'all have Captain Caveman?
Yes. He was really hairy, right? And he used to go around with a club.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, how about this though? So we're gonna go back. Did y'all have Merry Melodies?
Mary Melodies. Who's she?
Yeah, like Looney Tunes.
No, we had Looney Tunes.
Okay, well, Looney Tunes, Merry Melody, pretty much the same thing. Like Foghorn Leghorn, Bugs
Oh, okay.
Bunny, Bugs Bunny,
And who's that? Sam.
Roadrunner,
Sam.
Coyote, Yosemite Sam,
Yeah.
the mustache and the two
Uh-huh.
guns. Yeah. Was that your favorite character?
No, I was just trying to think of them. And who was the one who was always getting chased? Peep peep.
Roadrunner.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, I like Pepe Le Pew
Oh,
because
me
he
too.
was
He's
that
so
skunk.
romantic. He could never get a chick, could he? Because he stunk.
He was like woo wee Mona. Don't yeah.
Is that
Give
who
me my
you? Is
love.
that who you base your chat up
So
lines
I'm
on?
gonna tell you, there was the coyote and there was a sheepdog, and they knew each other's name. That was my fun. I thought they was the funniest because the coyote would try to steal a sheep, and then the dog, his eyes was covered with like his eyebrows or his hair, and through the whole episode, he's just catching him and beating him up, and yeah. And then at the end, they would punch out, and he'd be like, "Bye, Frank." He'd be like, "Bye, Sam." And they would just walk. I thought
Do you
that
know
was
what I used to like, and they made like as time went on, they made it like a bit more modern, but the modern one was rubbish. It's Tom and Jerry. You can't beat the old classic Tom and Jerry.
oh,
So
the
when they
classic
made the
ones.
newer
What
ones,
was
they
your
were rubbish.
favorite one? Can you remember like a
I
part of
just
a
remember
favorite one?
that black lady's feet in her slippers,
Oh
and
yeah.
she'd say,
That was-
"Thomas."
I liked it. I liked there was a Three Musketeer one with the little tiny one,
Oh, the tiny dog.
the baby, the baby mouse. I think it was
Oh,
either
was that like his cousin or
nephew,
something?
yeah, nephew or cousin or something.
Mm.
He was like wee wee, and then Mr. Pussycat, wee, Mr. Pussycat. And then I like when Tom Jerry was trying to spit game, and he was like, if you ain't my baby, doom 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 doom. And he was spitting game to the white cat. Yeah, that
You heard
joint
it
was
here
funny.
first, folks.
Yeah, you heard it here first. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Americans know what I'm talking about when I say if you ain't or if you ain't my baby. And that's one of I think Tom and Jerry's classics. I do
Get
believe
in.
so. Get in.
Have
Get
you got
in.
Have you got anything else on your list?
All right, what do you got on
Oh
your
my
list?
God! Did you know what we have missed? That
What?
is a classic. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just getting so excited. My
Oh
screen's
yeah.
jumping all
Now
over
I
the
can
place.
see that was me a couple episodes ago.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, Hero Turtles. They changed the name halfway through.
Yes. Did you ever watch the movies though?
No, I just loved that they got away with eating pizza all the time. I was jealous.
It was Jelly. He
I
was
was well
jealous
gel.
of
I
the
was
evil
well
twin.
gel with old Splinter.
Mm-hmm. Good old Splinter.
But who puts these cartoons together, right? You've got four turtles that are gonna, like save the planet or whatever, and then their master is a rat. Who comes up with that?
I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you an old classic one that I used to love, and I only watched it like when I had this, like when I had to stay home from school, and
Oh
you had
God, we
those
are
little
talking about
awkward, them
yeah.
like oddball cartoons, and that was Quick Draw McGraw.
Quick
It was a
Draw
horse.
McGraw.
It was a horse that was he was like Western times, and he was a gunslinger, but he really couldn't shoot.
Yeah, we
But
did have that here.
he would always end up getting them. And Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo. He was so cute. You'd like him as your granddad, I think.
What?
Did you have?
As your granddad.
Because he's old now, right? He's quite a cute old man.
He was always old, wasn't he?
That's what I mean. So he's old enough to be your granddad, old guy.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, we can go for that.
Well, I'm going for that.
All right. Okay, that'll work. So you spill off some cartoons now. I've been spilling them off for a minute now.
Oh my
You
God, I've
need to
given
tell
you
me something.
loads. What about Yogi Bear? Did you have that?
Of course.
Where did he live in
Hey, boo
Yellowstone
boo,
Park?
get me some picnic baskets.
Did he live in Yellowstone Park or
Yeah.
Jellystone Park, something like that?
Was it yellow or jelly? I don't know. I think it was Yellowstone.
Pass. Muppet Babies. Did you have that?
Mm-hmm.
Gonzo was my favorite because of his nose.
Muppet Babies. I'm gonna tell you right now, my favorite Muppet Baby was Beaker, yo.
Why?
Because he had like a long head and he had these big ass glasses. I thought that was funny.
What else is there? Did you have like we had this cartoon called D'Artagnan and the Musketeers? Did you have that? You know, like the Three Musketeers.
I don't think so. And
That was
if we did, I don't know if I watched it or not.
well, it was a good one.
I'm gonna tell you though, did y'all have Bionic Six?
Bionic Six.
It was 6 people in the family, and they was all like different races, and each of them had like a mechanical part of their body that was like bionic. And one was a baseball star, and he had like this arm, and then they had like this giant monkey, well, gorilla that was a robot. The parents was black, the dad was black, the little brother was like Indian. It was kind of dope.
Oh,
I
so it was
thought
a
it was
multiracial family.
mm-hmm.
Oh, that's quite good. But no,
It
we
was
didn't have
dope.
that.
And I'm gonna give
Um,
you one more. I'm gonna give you one more to see if you remember. Did y'all have Captain Planet?
Captain Planet, yeah.
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 Captain Planet, he's our hero, turning pollution down to zero. The power is yours. And then every time he got
Did you
blasted
do
with
the
some
theme
pollution,
tune? Because it sounds really similar.
huh?
Was that you that done the theme tune? Because it sounds really similar.
No, I didn't do the theme song to it, but I would have loved to if they
Well, I
did it.
mean, from my point of view, I was a chick. Obviously, you were a dude. Although I liked dude cartoons like Thundercats and He-Man, I liked things like My Little Pony,
Okay.
which you wouldn't have been into, but I'm sure you had it there, right?
Yeah, we had it. We had it. We had it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My Little Pony, and did you have the Raggy Dolls?
No.
They were like reject dolls, and this is, you know, like people now, the big thing is onesies, right? There used
Mm-hmm.
to be one of the Raggy Dolls was called Sad Sack, and he used to wear a onesie all the time. And my mum used to say when I was younger, "Oh, you look like Sad Sack," if I had my pajamas on like that. They
Oh
were
wow.
basically rejects. That's why they were called Raggy Dolls, because they're just rag dolls. They were just, no one wanted them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, great.
That's
Did you have
very.
Rugrats?
Yes, we had the
Tommy
Rugrats.
and Chucky and Angelica and Phil and Lil.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all? Well, I know since we did y'all have Care Bears?
Yeah, I used to have loads of them toys along with My Little Ponies.
Oh, I found one.
Oh
One
God,
just
he's
popped
dug
in my
deep.
head.
Go.
My Little Pony.
Oh my God, I
I
just
mean,
saw
no. I'm sorry.
that.
Pound Puppies.
Pound puppies, yes. Well, you could get the teddy and it had a compartment in the belly and you'd open it and there'd be a little baby in there.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And wasn't the puppy like a keychain or something?
No, it was just a small little toy. You could buy a
Oh,
keychain one if you wanted, but
okay.
yeah.
What about GoBots? They were kind of like the sister to Transformers, and then Transformers took over,
No,
and then
we only had
there was no more
Transformers, the real
GoBots.
McCoy, not a spin-off. We only wanted the real
Yeah,
deal.
there was no more GoBots once Transformers came out. People forgot all about GoBots.
Is there anything else on your list? Because,
That's about it for me.
did you have
What about you?
Did you have Ewoks?
Yeah, you talking about from Star Wars?
Yeah, but they had
Heck
their own
yeah.
show. You didn't watch
Yeah,
the
the
show?
cartoon. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. I think that's literally, apart from Snoopy, did you have that?
Oh, of
Peanuts?
course, Charlie Brown.
Yeah. I used
Yeah,
to like,
we had
who's the
to.
one that had a bad smell? Was it Linus that used to smell and had like a steam coming off him with the blanket?
That was Pigpen.
That was who?
Pigpen.
I used to think he was quite cute.
Linus was the one with the blanket.
That's what I just said. He had a blanket.
I thought you said the dirty one that
Well, I
smelled
thought
funny.
they were the same person.
No, it's two different. That's two different characters.
Okay, I like the kid with the blanket.
Okay, Pigpen was the one that was dirty, and you know what? They had a they had a cartoon not too long ago, like I don't know, a couple years ago, where they remade it, and you know, it was so funny. They went to some dance, and you know, Pigpen, Pigpen, yo, he got hit with some water, and he was all clean. I thought that was the funniest thing ever.
Ethan, you didn't see the teacher though. Remember there was that. What was
Yeah,
her
womp
name?
womp 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 womp
Yeah,
womp.
and who was the
Yeah, they
girl?
never showed it.
Who was the girl? Peppermint Patty. That's it. She used
Which
to have
one?
a
The
friend.
dark-haired one or the
Yeah,
brown-haired one?
the dark-haired chick, Peppermint Patty, and she always had that friend who was following her around everywhere.
And she had a crush on Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
You know who is? You know who? That was Linus's sister, the
Wow.
dark-haired one.
You learn something new every day.
Well, I try. I could be
Well, there
wrong.
you go.
Very hard.
I think we've
Very
definitely exhausted. This has been my best show so far. You know, like I've
hard.
loved.
Because
I've
we
loved.
went back in time. We
Well,
went
I've
back in
loved the
time
trip.
with the cartoon.
Amen to your dreams, and may you
Thank
continue to
you.
have many more fabulous dreams to bring ideas to this show.
Bring ideas to this show, because I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you right now.
and I've really enjoyed your singing. It is fabulous.
I really enjoyed your laughing. And what
I
was
feel
it?
like the
What was
last
it?
hour has literally flown by. It's felt like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
So do you
it's
know what?
fun.
Just for that, I'm going to keep you as a co-host. How about that?
And just for that, I'm gonna say likewise.
Thank you.
Yeah, so people, we went on a little
We went on a little
blast from the past
reminiscing
with some
there.
cartoons. Yeah, we went on a little reminiscent tour of some
Trip down
cartoons.
memory lane.
Down memory lane.
My homework is to watch the 40th-year-old version. Is that right?
Yeah, the 40-year-old version.
40-year-old version. And yours, I'm yet to find you a film. I've got till Sunday because we're back
You got
Sunday to
you
have
got
a.
to Sunday.
I know I've got till Sunday.
And hopefully people, cross
You're
my
going to have a
fingers.
president.
We'll have a president by Sunday.
You're going to
Lord
have a president. I'm going to have a film for you. You're going to tell us what's happened in the world of the USA over the weekend. I'm going to tell you what's happened in the world of the UK over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But where's your light come from, man? You have just lit up.
I know. Where'd I go?
Like Blackpool Tower. You're still here.
Yeah, so guess what? What we're going to do, why is that going? What we're going to do is,
technical, keeping it real, remember, folks. You get it firsthand.
I think I got a ghost in here because I haven't touched my computer.
Things like that.
Start touching stuff. So what we're going to say, people, as this is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we will see you guys next time from
across the pond. Bye, Rich, my love. Have a great weekend.
Bye, Soph. Have a great weekend.
See you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Peace out.
Peace out.